Alright, hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Sierra, and today I'm going to be doing a video updating you guys on my pregnancy. I'm 23 weeks, but I'm just going to call it a 20-week update. I actually wrote down like a few things like throughout my pregnancy that I wanted to mention. Yeah, so let me just talk for a little bit. So here is like the story of what happened at the ultrasound, our one and only ultrasound at 20 weeks. Well, I was actually 22 weeks. I'm 23 weeks tomorrow, so we'll just say that I'm 23 weeks because I'm so close to 23 weeks. But we just called it a 20-week ultrasound because it's like in the middle of the pregnancy. We went to a technician that our midwife recommended, and they didn't allow any recording. I was really upset about that. I tried to like talk the technician into allowing me, but I guess it's like a liability thing or like a law. And they just didn't allow it, but I really wanted to get like clips of like the ultrasound, since it would be our it'll be our only ultrasound we probably get, unless complications happen in the future or something and we have to get them, but this is probably the only ultrasound that we would have got. So we went in and we didn't want to know the gender, so for part of the ultrasound we had to look away. And it was funny because our ultrasound technician actually was surprised when we said we didn't want to know. So I think it's like rare for people to say they don't want to know, especially if they're getting an ultrasound at 20 weeks, which is like halfway through the pregnancy. Like most people have known by now if they wanted to know the gender. They usually figure out like at 16 weeks or 15 weeks. I think you can like figure out like super early in the pregnancy through like a blood test too, but we just really didn't want to know. We wanted it to be a surprise, but everything was good at the ultrasound. It was really fun to like full on see the baby. It's actually really cool how advanced technology is now. We didn't do a 3D ultrasound, we just did a 2D, but it was still really cool to like see like how they were like checking out the baby. Like they were looking at everything, like they were looking at the heart, they could see like everything in the brain. Like I don't know how they were doing it, but they were literally like looking at like the blood vessels and stuff, which was so cool. But anyways, so we saw the baby and stuff, and weirdly enough, like since I don't put much trauma on my body, like it's very uncommon that like, you know, there's stuff pressing on my body and stuff and on my stomach. So when the technician started pressing on my stomach, the baby actually like curled up, like its back like away from like where she was pushing, and so it was like hard for her to like measure and stuff, and she tried to get me to like move around and stuff to get it to like move, but it didn't work. I think I was just like scared because like she was pressing and like shaking my belly and stuff to try to get it to move, and so it just like curled up. It was super cute, but it was like laying on its legs like this, like this. Like its legs were like tucked under. Yeah, but it was super cute. So the entire time, since we didn't want to know the gender, she was calling the baby baby. And when she left to talk to the doctor, just to make sure, like to show the doctor everything and make sure like everything was good with what like all the pictures she took at the ultrasound and stuff, she left and then came back and she was like, yeah, everything's good, like it all was like really good, but she's a little bit smaller than we want her to be. And not a lot smaller, like that's not even like the main thing that I'm trying to get off of like saying that, but she said she is a little bit smaller than we want her to be, which me and Travis like were like, I wonder if she was like saying that like she slipped up because she's used to telling everyone the gender, and so she wasn't used to like having to hide it. Or if you know how some people like call babies her or she, like if they don't know the gender they just automatically go for like her or she. So we aren't sure, but she kind of looked at us weird, and I also like looked at her weird, like but we didn't want to like embarrass her by asking like, hey, did you like accidentally slip up? So we just left it at that, which is so crazy because me and Travis, since the genes on his side of the family are mostly like men, like his mom only had a boy, and then like all his cousins and stuff are mostly like boys, and then on his dad's side, like all like his dad only has brothers and stuff, and like lots of brothers. So like I looked it up, and supposedly like the genes for like that determine the gender are on the dad's side, so we really thought like we were gonna have a boy. And I've always like seen myself as like a boy mom. I don't know. I think boys are a lot like chiller. Not when they're little, but when they get older, they're a lot chiller and stuff. But it depends on the personality. Like you can't really like determine personality based on like gender. But typically, boys are like a little bit rowdy like when they're little. But when they get older, they're a lot easier. That's what people say. But it's not why I thought I would have a boy. I just always like thought of myself as a boy mom. And I don't know, I would not care. I think having a girl would be so cute, putting like little bows and like being able to dress it like in dresses and stuff, which obviously we're not going to be like, no, if we had a son and our son wanted to wear dresses and like bows. But like, you know, as a baby, it would be fun to like put like bows and stuff on. But if you knew me, you would know that I'd probably be best as like a boy mom. But, you know, sometimes life throws at you like, you know, things that are the opposite of what you thought you needed. Like sometimes that stuff happens, like you assume that you're gonna have a girl or you assume you're gonna have a boy, but then you really needed a girl. Like you really did need to have a girl instead of a boy, or you really did need to have a boy instead of a girl in your life. So sometimes it happens like that. Gender doesn't really matter to us, but we just assumed you were having a boy because of his genetics. But it's crazy because now we're kind of like assuming we're having a girl since she said that and she kind of gave us a look. So I think that's really funny, but well, I guess we'll have to wait and see because even though my midwife, like our midwife knows the gender, I'm not going to ask her. It made me more anxious. Like I was cool with not knowing the gender. At first I really wanted to know, and then like Travis was like, no, I think like we should wait. And then so, you know, came around to the idea of waiting because obviously if I find out he's going to know because I'm going to tell him. I can't keep that from him. Like we were just like set on not finding out, and then ever since, you know, she slipped up or maybe she didn't, I've been like so anxious to know, but I'm still gonna just not ask the midwife or anything. I'm just gonna leave it at that. And now we like are kind of like 50-50 on what we're gonna have. Yeah. So obviously we're not gonna find out about the gender. All right, so I have some pictures here that I can show you guys. Hopefully it focuses in. So that's like the lips and the nose of the baby. And like obviously like that's the baby. I don't know. Oh, that's like the legs and the feet. Aw. But it's just cool to have like pictures, like the first ever pictures we have of our baby is right here. That's so cute. So I do have like an overview. I've been writing down for my second trimester of like each week I write down like things that are happening. I made the first trimester video from like when I found out to like I think 13 weeks. So now I'm going to like go over 14 weeks to now. And then on the second half of my second trimester, I'll probably just do like an overview of all my second trimester. That is so crazy that honestly I'm so close to third trimester. Like it feels like it's going by so quick. But the first thing I have written down for week 14 was that my boobs started getting sore. That's just the reality of pregnancy. I know that's TMI, but like, you know, my boobs really like started growing because they started like producing like milk and stuff. And so my boobs started getting really sore. So week 15 I have that I don't feel pregnant anymore. And I didn't have a belly. And I'm starting to feel like myself again, which is so nice. Like honestly, the first trimester was so hard, guys. Like when I look back on it, like usually when I look back on stuff that was really hard, I'm like, oh, that was fine. Like I was being over dramatic. But seriously, the first trimester was so hard. Like, I honestly don't want to have a second kid thinking about going through the first trimester again because it was just, I was so sick. I mean, I wasn't like, nothing was wrong with me. I was just pregnant. Like, I was just nauseous. I was just like not eating. Like, I had so many food aversions. Like, Travis cooking something was just making me sick. Like, it was crazy, honestly. Like, I'm so happy to be out of that. But you know what? Everyone says that when you get over the first trimester, it's like almost instant that like you start feeling better. And that was so true for me. Like as soon as I got out of the first trimester, instantly like I was just feeling so much better and feeling normal again and getting energy back and wanting to go walk and like, You know what I mean? Like, I just started feeling like a lot better. At 16 weeks, I started to see like a tiny bump. Let me take my glasses off. I'm like worried that people are like getting annoyed with the glare. But at week 16, I said that I started seeing like a tiny bump, but I'm still underweight. Like, I wasn't gaining any weight. I was underweight. Like, usually I'm like 105, like around 105. I'm really short. I'm like 5 foot. But I'm usually around 105, and I was 102 during this week, like during the 15th week of being pregnant. So I was underweight. Like, I weighed less than I did before I got pregnant. Oh yeah, no, that was 16 weeks. Yeah, so I was just saying that I was still underweight, but I saw like a tiny bump. And then 17 weeks, I said I felt hungry more often, and my boobs were getting more big, and I felt the baby kick for the first time. So 17 weeks was a big milestone because I felt the baby kick. You know, that's so cool. Travis couldn't feel it yet during that week, but I felt it, and I would like wait for it to kick or like move so I could feel it because I thought it was so cool. Yeah, that was so cute. And then I also said I started feeling growing pains in my stomach because like I think it's called round ligament pain. It's like a normal pregnancy symptom. It's not anything like to be like nervous about or anything. It's just like all the ligaments in your stomach are stretching out to make room. So, you know, it like feels like as if you're going through growing pains. Like when I was going through growing pains, like when I was little. Like week 18, Travis felt the baby kick. So that was cool that he felt it. Yeah, that was really cool. Week 19, it was the first week having a noticeable belly, like where I would like go out and like, you know, wear an outfit that I was used to wearing, and like either it would be like like too tight, or my belly would like be showing a little bit, or like I would just notice that like my belly was like sticking out. So like week 19 was like the first week that like I was just like, wow, I'm actually pregnant. Like I'm starting to like show. And probably other people could like notice. Maybe they would just think I'm like chubby or something, but like I feel like people who know me would like notice. And then at week 20, the baby is like moving constantly. Like my midwife, when I went to the last appointment, she was like, oh, does your baby move a little bit, like normal, or a lot? And I was like, a lot. And then when she was like doing her Doppler, like she was listening to the heartbeat, it like kicked, and she literally like saw it like kick, and like it kind of like kicked like the Doppler, and she was like, whoa, like it's actually really strong. At week 20, this is also TMI, but like my sexual activity like it ramped up like randomly. Like hopefully none of my family's like watching this or anything. And then at 21 weeks, I said my boobs hurt. Like they really started hurting. Like, oh my god, a couple weeks ago, like my boobs were really hurting. And then my registry, I finished my registry. I can link it down below if anyone comments and like asks for it. Obviously I don't expect anyone to buy anything, but like just if you want to look at my registry because you're about to have a baby, or like you're thinking of getting pregnant, or you already had a baby and you're wondering like what I'm like buying for my baby, I'm buying like from range like, I mean, I put on my registry from range like, you know, 0 to like 12 months. I have like, you know, a wide range of things on there. So if you want any ideas or inspirations, like you could look at my baby registry. I'll just probably just link it below either way. And then 22 weeks is what I am now, but tomorrow I'll be 23. But I'm going to end it at 22 weeks. This is the first week that I leaked milk. Like, guys, this is crazy. Like, honestly, like, I never expected that I would right now. Like, I thought maybe when I got into the 3rd trimester, like, I would start, like, leaking milk. But, like, the other day, I think it was, like, a couple days ago, Travis and the cat were like playing, and Travis will like pick the cat up, and the cat really doesn't, like, she likes to be picked up, but like she goes through these times where she's like, I do not like being picked up, like, but Travis will pick her up and like mess with her because they like mess around with each other. She really got mad at him. Sometimes she just like, you know, Vera is very like random, like, you know, cats are very random. Like, you'll think that they like being pet, and then they randomly like attack you. That's just how they are. And he was holding Vera like upside down, and she like meowed really loud and like tried to scratch at him, and the meow scared me so badly because I was like focused on doing something. I can't remember what I was doing. But like it like brought me out of whatever I was doing, and like it like freaked me out so badly because it was so loud and deep that I literally looked down and there was like milk. Like actually I didn't even notice. Travis looked right at me. He's like, "What the heck?" He's like, "Are you leaking?" It was so funny. Is this normal that I'm already like, you know, lactating? And I guess like at week like 20, I think you start like producing milk and you have milk like in your boobs, so it's like normal. But things are getting real, guys. Like, like if there's milk coming out of my boobs, like that's just the reality of things like coming up in the future. Like, oh my gosh. So yeah, I think that's pretty much it. I always try to make these videos very short. Like I'm like, oh, I'll just do like a 5-minute video because I don't want like people to look at my video and be like, I don't want to click on that video because it's 20 minutes long or 15 minutes long. Like I know I'm new to YouTube, so like people don't, like, if you're popular on YouTube and you make a 20-minute video, people are happy because they want to know, like, they want to watch you, you know? But since I'm new and I don't have, like, a following, it's, like, I try to keep my videos, like, short so people who are new want to click on them. You know what I mean? But I always make them long. Like, before this video, it was the first video that I've, like, ever recorded that I was like, oh, I really don't have, like, much to say. But now we're 22 minutes into the video. I'm sure when I edit it, it will be like a lot shorter. But yeah, I guess I did have a lot to say. Here's Vera. Speaking of Vera, are you gonna come up here? Yeah. Hi, baby. Comment below if you have any video requests. I'm like running out of ideas. Not really, but I have more of the ideas that I've written down are like further along in my pregnancy. Like I really want to do a video on like a baby haul, because I do have like a few things that I would like to show you guys now that I got that I think are pretty useful and gonna be really useful. But I want to do like a whole big haul, maybe like 1 or 2, but I'm not like quite there yet to like show you guys like what I like have. So I know I want to do that video. I have like a bunch of videos. They're not like anytime soon. So if you have any video like requests, let me know because I would love to like do a requested video. She's making biscuits, aka like she's kneading. Yeah. Me and Travis say making biscuits because it looks like she's like making like kneading dough. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. She really wants to be in the video. Yeah, I just love talking to you guys, and I just love the idea of looking back on these videos later. I can't wait to have like our baby. I feel like our baby's gonna be really cute, and I can't wait. And even if it's not, whatever, you know, it's gonna still be cute to me. But I cannot wait to have our baby. It's gonna be so fun. And I can't wait to move to Florida and have our own house instead of living in an apartment. There's so many things I'm looking forward to, and so many videos that I have like ideas for, but just not recent. Not for like next week or the week after that. But yeah, so happy Monday. You guys will probably see this like Tuesday or Wednesday. I mean, I'll post it on Monday, but it's always like Monday night. So whatever day you guys are watching this on, like, I hope you have a great day. And thanks for watching my YouTube videos. I know I'm new to this and I'm not like the best at it, but it is fun and I enjoy it. It's not like work for me. I really do enjoy making these videos. So yeah, thanks for watching. Love you guys. Bye.